I share with you today an excerpt I read from the book My Life Today. It's so profound that I couldn't keep it to myself. It reads, and is taken from the account of Job 19:25 and 26, where Job says, I know that my Redeemer liveth, and he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth, and though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh I shall see God. It's captioned, Those Who Have Conquered. Into the experience of all, there come times of keen disappointment and utter discouragement, days when sorrow is the portion. And it is hard to believe that God is still the kind benefactor of his earth-born children, days when troubles harass the soul, till death seems preferable to life. It is then that many lose their hold on God and are brought into the slavery of doubt and the bondage of unbelief. Could we at such times discern with spiritual insight the meaning of God's providences? We should see angels seeking to save us from ourselves, striving to plant our feet upon the foundation more firm than the everlasting hills, and new faith, new life would spring into the being. It is Job who declared in his time of affliction and darkness, My soul chooseth death rather than life. I loathe it. I would not live always. Let me alone, for my days are vanity. But though weary of life, Job was not allowed to die. To him were pointed out the possibilities of the future, and there was given him the message of hope. Thou shalt be steadfast and shalt not fear, because thou shalt forget thy misery and remember it as waters that pass away. From the depths of discouragement and despondency, Job rose to the heights of implicit trust in the mercy and saving power of God. Triumphantly he declared, Though he slay me, yet will I trust him. Today, I don't know what you're going through, but God is saying to you in the midst of the discouragement, in the midst of the profound disappointment, in the midst of everything, because as the author rightly says, there come times in the experience of all of us when we go through disappointment and discouragement. But today, let's lift our eyes to the hills. Let's remember those wonderful blessings God would have blessed us with in times when we had intense doubt, in times when things seemed utterly chaotic. We called on God and He moved. He broke through. And here we are. So let's take a good step backward. In the midst of our discouragement, which is one of Satan's greatest weapon for us. Because when he discourages us in such a way that we are in such a low place, he wants to make our faith a shipwreck so that we'll turn our backs and blame God for all that's happening. Well, in truth and in fact, most of the times, those things are coming directly from him. Let not your heart be troubled. Know to yourself, as David the psalmist encouraged himself in the Lord, today you choose to encourage yourself. Let us choose to encourage ourselves in the Lord in spite of those lemons that life is throwing our way. Let's make some lemonade by claiming God's promises. Let's make some lemonade by hoping against hope. Let's make some lemonade by knowing that Jesus himself is with us throughout those disappointing times and discouraging times. Do you want to take Jesus again at his word and allow him to raise you up from that place of disappointment and discouragement? Surrender to him and leave it to him and watch him renew your strength, renew your hope, and give you a zeal and a second wind that will help you to surge through those disappointing and discouraging times and give someone else hope for tomorrow. Shalom.